Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Legacy of Leaders here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Wayne Veldsman. Each week on Legacy of Leaders, we interview change making entrepreneurs all about what it truly means to lead. Today, I'm super excited to introduce to you our guest. I had the privilege to work with her for the last few years, Ms. Nora Thomas of Nora Thomas Ltd. How are you today?
Good. How are you, Wayne?
So good. So nice to see you. I feel like
Good.
it's been way too long, huh?
Yeah, it has been way too long. It has.
Yeah. And so we had the privilege to work together over the past few years, but now you're on your own, running your own company. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're working on these days?
Yeah. So I officially started my own company in February, and I focus on marketing, but a lot of what I'm trying to push forward is community partnerships. So right now I have a few clients that are in the wellness space. I have a yoga studio that's here in Denver, a wellness coach, and then also my business coach. And my main goal with all of them is to kind of put them in the community and just make people aware of what they do. They are super amazing, and I think they are big, I guess, change agents in the Denver community is how I'd explain them. So
Yeah.
I really want to make people aware of what they do and also connect them with other community members in the meantime.
Amazing. Your background being public relations and then marketing,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
community partnerships is the perfect avenue. Can you explain a little bit more like what community partnerships are and how that could actually benefit other people's companies?
Totally. Yeah. So I didn't start this community partnership avenue until I got the yoga studio as my client. And I started to realize that I was really passionate about connecting people in the Denver community because of this yoga studio specifically. With the yoga studio, they're very focused on catering to the members of the studio to make sure it works best for them rather than other way around where the business is kind of making all the calls and then hopefully it works with people's schedule or works with people's kind of just vision. But so with community partnerships, I've worked with a bunch of elementary schools. We've worked in higher ed. We've worked with different like houseless shelters. And it's been really cool to just connect with these kind of people because first off, you don't know when you connect with someone, you don't know who they're going to know, but also it's a really genuine connection that's helpful to these businesses that we're working with, showing them that, we're here to support them. And when we put that forward, they're doing the same thing for us. So I've grown to really love it. There's some really cool people in Denver specifically. As you know, it's a very entrepreneurial state. So we've gotten to do some really cool things. And I picture the future of my business, like doing this the whole time that I have my business. Mm-hmm.
I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
You're connecting the community together. When you're doing that, there's so many moving pieces, and when we're talking about leadership, communication is a big piece of that. So,
Mm-hmm.
how do you go about dealing sort of with difficulties in either connecting a bunch of different people, communicating with everybody at the same time? Seems like it could be a challenge.
Yeah, it can be a challenge for sure. A lot of organization is key, that's for sure. But my main priority is, I guess there's two things: making my presence known and making our clients aware. Like I'm talking about the yoga studio specifically, making our clients aware that we're here to support them. So when you go that extra step to just show someone that you're here to support them, whether that's actually with an event they're hosting or just in general, like if they have questions or need recommendations of something, just showing that we're there for them is really helpful and it helps build that trust. And the piece about making my presence known, what that means to me is sending out that text to a client to just check in and see how they're doing, or that email, or whatever the case may be. I guess I didn't realize till I started my business that it actually makes a huge difference when you're connecting with people on this level, like a personal level. And yeah, it's a huge part of what I do. But yeah.
Beautiful. Connect with people on a personal level. make your
Yeah,
presence known. Absolutely amazing.
for sure.
Nora, well, I mean, we could talk for hours as we have in the past, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But I just want to thank you so much for being on this brief segment today. We'd love to have you back again.
Yeah. Thanks, Wayne. I'd love to be back.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. And to everybody out there, thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to learn more about Nora and everything she's doing in the Denver space and globally these days, actually, visit us over at dailyadbrief.com. Until next time, I'm Wayne Veldsman. We'll see you soon.